I'm Holly and welcome back to my channel, Holly Go Read. So today we're going to be doing my December TBR. We have 12 books to get through. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because I feel like about half of them I've already talked about in other videos. So I'm going to be participating in 2 readathons this month. At least that's the plan. So I'm going to be participating in Tistheseasonathon, which starts November 30th and runs through December 6th. So that's already started by the time this video will have gone up. And then I'm also planning on participating in Smutathon, which I do believe is happening December 18th through 20th. Since we don't have the prompts as of yet, I don't know what I'm going to be reading for that, so this TBR is not complete. I'll definitely be adding some smutty fun for that weekend readathon. So to quickly recap the books that I am reading this week for the Tistheseasonathon, that is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren, The Christmas Proposal by Miley Main, The Bride Test by Helen Huang. Actually, no, it was just those 3. I'm planning on maybe adding another quick holiday romance if I have time. But I know I'm really late to the game, but I got Pokemon Sword because they finally finished with the DLCs, and in a matter of like 5 days, I put in like 36 hours worth of gameplay. I have a problem, so didn't read anything in that time. All of my spare moments have gone to Pokemon. So yeah. Anyway, oh, I didn't say the synopses of the books that I'm reading for Tistheseasonathon. If you want information on those books, you can go ahead and jump over to that video. I don't want to repeat myself for those who might have watched that video. If you haven't, I'll go ahead and link that up in the cards. Next up, what I would like to read are a couple of my Book of the Month books. These were from my first Book of the Month, so yay me. So I have One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. This is about a plus-size woman who is basically the lead in a Bachelorette-style television show. I've heard good things about it. I'm really excited to read it, and I'm hoping that this will be the month that I will have time for it. And also that came in my Book of the Month was This Time Next Year by Sophie Cousins. This one is about 2 people who were born on the same day in the same hospital, and they just kind of keep showing up in each other's lives, and it is a romance. So very interested in that one. Then next up I have Stolen by the Viking by Michelle Willingham. This seems to be your classic, more Harlequin style romance. Viking steals this girl because her foster father is his enemy, and they fall in love. Because what doesn't say love like saving someone from slavery? Harlequin romances tend to be really problematic, and I'm trash, and I love them even though they're problematic. I think you have to take them very much at face value. Then I also have The Middle Game by Sean McGuire. That one is a sci-fi fantasy that follows 2 twins. One is really gifted with language, the other one is really gifted with numbers, and there seems to be this sort of plot going on. Don't really know a lot about it, but again, I've heard good things, so I'm interested. I also have You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. 2 fiancés basically decided they hate each other, but they're trying to get the other one to break up with the other because whoever does the breaking up has to pay for the wedding that's in 3 months, and apparently it's a pretty lavish one. And I'm assuming because this is a rom-com, they will eventually fall back in love with each other. Because, I mean, to be engaged, surely at some point you were in love, so let's figure out what went wrong, people. Yeah, so that one looks like it's going to be fun. Then I also have The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. This one seems to be about this family that basically they all know when they're going to die. Like there was this psychic that told them all exactly when they were going to die. And like, how would you change your life if you knew, you know, exactly when you were going to die? how does that affect what decisions you make and why. It sounds really interesting. I was just drawn to the cover for whatever reason, so that's what we're going to be reading. Then I also have Love Lettering by Kate Claiborne. This one, she like does like calligraphy or like hand lettering, and she apparently has an uncanny ability to predict when couples are going to break up. Kind of sounds like that thing from like the Wedding Planner, where she could like, based on your choices from your wedding, she could like say when you were going to break up pretty accurately. And basically one of the couples that she does this for, they do break up pretty much exactly when she said they were going to, and then the guy comes and he's like, well, how did you know? And I guess a romance starts between them. I'm not really sure how, but apparently it does. And then I also have Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I'm sure anybody who watches BookTube, particularly for anyone who likes romance, has heard about this book. We essentially have Chloe, who is chronically ill but has decided that she really needs to get a life, and writes herself this list of things that she needs to do to quote unquote get a life. And somehow that involves her ginger neighbor and a romance starts there, and I've heard that it's high quality romance between the two of them, so I'm excited for that one. And then I also have The Right Swipe by Alicia Rai. This one seems to be about two app writers who kind of have a enemies to lovers romance. They went out and then he ghosted her, and then he shows back up with like her #1 rival in this app developing world. So we'll see how that goes. Again, this is not a complete TBR because I have a really nasty habit of DNFing. I don't even know, it's not a nasty habit. I refuse to put bad energy into my life right now. There's by far enough bad things going on that if I'm not enjoying something, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. Why make yourself unhappy on purpose? If you know you aren't liking something, just stop. Like last month I had 4 DNFs. It is what it is. Why put energy into something that you're not enjoying, particularly in your hobby? Like, if you're not enjoying it, just let it go. And again, with Smutathon, I'll be adding additional books to this list, and then I have a couple of holds at the library that might come in December. One of which is Priory of the Orange Tree, which I know is like an extra chunky book, so if I get it, it's gonna take a while to read. But anywho, those are what I have for my December sort of TBR. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are reading this month, any special fun plans for the holiday season. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.